Yes, hello, greetings, and welcome to this presentation. Today, I am speaking on top 5 things to do in order to be successful in 2019. There are popular sayings about success that I'm hinging this presentation on. One of them is success is not a destination, but a journey. This simply means that there are many facets or phases of success. Now, one might be successful in one facet or one phase, but challenged in another facet, another phase. And so one continually pursues success in all of the facets, just like we all do pursue excellence and perfection. The other one says that success has many relatives, but failure is an orphan. This means that the man who has achieved success in one field of endeavor continually attracts more success in that field. And this keeps him very busy and very active, much unlike the person in that same field who has not made a mark. And the third one says that success leaves trails. No sentence could be truer than this. The successful person continually drops hints of how he achieves success as he interacts with people, either at workshops or seminars, or even talks like I'm giving. And these trails can be picked up by anyone and used to achieve their own success. In order, therefore, to be successful, here's my list of my top 5 things to do in 2019 to be successful. Number one, avoid procrastination like the plague. If you have never achieved much in any particular year, it can be related to the fact that you think that the year is waiting for you, whereas the year is on the move. Whether you're moving with it or not, it's just moving. And unfortunately, you simply can't catch up with it if you allow it to give you such a long gap. And this is what procrastination does to us. It makes us postpone for tomorrow that which we can do today because we think that we have all the time in the world to do it tomorrow. And we forget that tomorrow comes with its own challenges that would also demand our time. So if you must succeed, you must choose to chase procrastination out of your life and do it immediately. Whatever comes your way and needs to be done should be done without delay. My personal mantra over the years has been do it now. And it has helped me quite a lot. Avoid procrastination as you would avoid the bubonic plague. Number two, embrace change. It is popularly said that the only thing that is constant in life is change. And I'm not talking about it as a political slogan, but as a fact of life and living. Whether we accept it or not, we are changing on daily basis. Not only are our bodies changing, but also our physical environment continues to change. Technological development has left many of us trudging behind because we are not able to catch up with the speed of change. Yesterday, remember, it was the analog telephone that was the in thing. You know, that green, green, green that you have to dial how many times before you can hook up with anybody. And then came to Raya. You know, to Raya, that big phone that you have to find somewhere to stand to, in order to get receive signal. But what do we have today? Well, small phones that are called smartphones and which do what even computers are not able to do. Why? Because chips and microchips are now being used to configure things, configure phones and devices that are doing wonders. In order, therefore, for you not to be left behind, embrace that which is new and learn its ways so that you can benefit maximally from its use. Change is necessary, both for self development and also for development at the workplace. Mentally and physically, change is necessary for you to have a happy life. When you go to school, you need to change your thinking. You need to change your vision. You need to change your cost to be able to allow the institution to pass through you. So if nothing changes in this world, then everything will become stagnant and will never improve. So this 2019, give up your resistance to change. Embrace change for development and progress. Number three, give up your fears. Fear is the senior brother of procrastination. The fear of the unknown is a very terrible thing indeed and helps to keep us chained in one particular place without making any effort to take a trip because we are afraid of the outcome of that trip. But do you know that fear is a state of the mind and that we allow ourselves to dwell in that state because it is convenient and comfortable for us? There are decisions to make, there are things to do, but if we allow fear to hold us back and down, we will never do them. And by the time we realize what harm we have done to ourselves, it's usually very late and we may not be able to make amends. This, however, is not to disparage genuine and real fears, like the fear of doing any dangerous exercise that may cost us our lives. That kind of fear is what keeps us going. But any other kind of fear that keeps us away from what we need to do should be done away with. Fear is a dangerous, intangible thing that can hinder our progress and affect our relationships. It was Roosevelt who said that the only thing to fear is fear itself. So this year, stop being afraid of fear. Replace fear with love and curiosity and watch yourself grow rich in experience. When fear comes knocking on your door, let courage answer it. Number four, give up self deprecation. If your mindset is that which often thinks low about you, certainly you would always talk down on yourself. A low self esteem is a dangerous thing and often leads to persons having suicidal tendencies. Undervaluing yourself is surely not the way to go because it ruins your self confidence and makes you feel bitter all the time. Self deprecation always puts one in a sorry state. This year, remind yourself that you are alive not by your own might and power, but by the infinite power who is your senior partner. Remind yourself that life is beautiful and thus needs to be lived while one still has an opportunity to live it. So it doesn't really matter what your personal situation is right now. What matters is that you are alive and only the living can have hope because once there is life, there is hope. Speak up for yourself. Never take no for an answer. Regardless of the situation you are in, don't ever think the worst of yourself. Okay? Patience is a virtue and it will help you deal with the discomfort in a way that best suits your life and the people around you. So, this 2019, why don't you inspire yourself and work hard to achieve your dreams? Number five, give up overthinking and thinking small. Many people are challenged in the area of thinking. Some find themselves in the habit of always thinking so much about what has come to them that they even become sick from such action. It is good to think. That is why we have philosophers who propound theories of existence from what they have thought out. However, too much thinking or overthinking, as the case may be, is not good for your health. I would rather that you practice critical thinking. Critical thinking means that you face the situation squarely, analyze it, check the cons and the pros, and then make a decision. Overthinking results in overanalyzing, and which will end up causing paralysis of analysis and leave you prostrate without taking any action. On the other side of the coin is small thinking. Again, quite a lot of people are challenged by small thinking. They never believe that they are worth more than they are at the moment. And so when issues come up that demand higher and bigger thoughts, they get lost. I need to remind us all that we are all born geniuses without exception. But most people fail to succeed because of their limited thinking. Today, break that barrier and unleash the you that you are supposed to be. Give free rein to your thoughts. Stop limiting yourself. In fact, people are often advised to think outside the box if they want to have better answers to issues that are confronting them. But today, I want to ask you to break that box and release yourself to be free to operate in a world that you have a right to be in. So instead of thinking outside the box, break the box completely. And so, if you do these things in 2019, I am telling you that you surely shall be successful. And then I will see you in the next edition of this presentation. I am Dr. Jerry the First Oguzie. I'm a physician. I'm also a transformational speaker. See you again. Thank you for listening to my voice and watching this video. You can help our ministry to grow. Our ministry is the ministry of encouragement. You can help it to grow by associating with us on these our social media handles. We're on Twitter, we're on LinkedIn, we're on Instagram, we're on Google Plus, we're also on Facebook. We have a Facebook page, we also have a Facebook group you can join. And then, of course, this is our YouTube channel. If you subscribe to our YouTube channel, you'll always be receiving information whenever we upload a new video. On our Facebook page, we run programs there that you can also belong to. I mean, you can participate in. And they can help us share all this information with your friends and relatives so that they can also like and help us to grow. I thank you so much for your time. Have a very good